Hello and welcome to Fantasy Mock Draft 3 for the NFL using the Yahoo standard scoring system. I've done a couple of other videos with Mock Draft 1, Mock Draft 2. Now the preseason is over, so there's more information and players have been caught, more roles have been stabilized in the NFL. So I'm going to get into a Mock Draft 3 to see how fantasy based on the Yahoo scoring standard scoring system is going. So I'm just waiting for a mock draft to load here and we would get right into it. So let's see here. I selected it's going to be a 10-team league because the league I'm actually playing this year is a 10-team league. So I'm actually practicing with that. I chose to go fourth on this draft so that I can get a pretty good idea how it actually works at that position. If you actually get the fourth pick in the draft. So just waiting for the draft to load here. I've done where I was at the back end of the draft, basically, which is around the 10th position. I've also done being around the first position, but I want to see around the fourth position, the players you get and how that actually spins around in the 10-team draft. And for this 10-team PPR draft is the Yahoo standard scoring system, basically. So it's going to be one quarterback, two wide receivers, two running backs, a tight end, a flex position, either a wide receiver, running back, tight end, kicker. Got a one defense and six bench players for that. So I'm going to actually do this snappy. It's about 2 minutes to get into here, and we're just going to wait and see how it goes. But before the draft actually begins, I'm going to do a quick queuing up of the players that I do like in this draft as well. So we're just going to take a look up. Let me see. So we're going to just queue up some players here. Basically, I'm the fourth position. So do I think McCaffrey will get to me? We'll still queue them up. Basically how I actually like them. For the first overall pick, it's actually interesting. This year, I actually now feel more comfortable picking wide receivers than running backs. In general, it's very tough for running backs to repeat fantastic years because of injury. So I feel more comfortable with wide receivers now in the first round. So I actually like my position around fourth, but this is a tough position to be in because the two possible players I'm going to be getting here for value would be either Brace Hall or Bijan, but I want Tyreek Hill if I'm at the fourth position here for this draft. But we'll see how that goes as well. For the first round, those are who I want. If I don't get one of those two top running backs that have a ability to catch a ball from the backfield, Breece Hall or Bijan Robinson, I'm looking here to get. I like AJ Brown because of his quarterback, the connection he has with Jalen Hurts and Garrett Wilson. A lot of targets from Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see how this plays out. The draft is about to begin. So let's see actually how this goes. So McCaffrey first, CD Lamb third. So that leaves me with either picking up Breece Hall or Bijan Robinson. This is an interesting one for me. Bijan in Atlanta's offense. I'll take Breece Hall, Aaron Rodgers here in the first half. Considering that I think the Jets are going to lean heavily on the running back game, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be dumping up the ball a lot. He gets pressure coming onto him. So I actually like Breece Hall in the first round here. Injury concerns, but he's going to get a huge workload. If that pays off, that's going to be a consistent performance from your first round pick. So on the turn in the second round, this will be an interesting position for me. So around pick 16. So just going through the options I have here. If it comes around to me, I love Isaiah Pacheco here. That would be my first option. I like Derrick Henry. I think he's been overlooked. Anyway, he's gone on the 10th overall pick. Pacheco is also gone. That means I have to quickly look for players I like around this position. Jameer Gibbs, if he's around here, I would like that, but that would put me on two running backs. I need a wide receiver one. Let's see the top receivers available. I would love AJ Brown. I'll take Jefferson here. I'm not sure why he's falling. It's gone, as I say that. Um, uh, for wide receiver ones, if not AJ or Garrett, this would be a tough position because I think both of them are going to be gone. So let me see all the players available here. Kyron Williams, going to be tough to repeat what he did last year, but that's a good option. Davante Adams quarterback issues. Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie, pretty tough. I like Drake London here. My RB, my running back one. Actually, if he's my wide receiver one, I would like that. So Kyron Williams is gone. That means I'm not gonna get AJ Brown. I would have loved one of those two wide receivers. His next in line, if I get him, that would be perfect. If not, I'm gonna Marvin Harrison Jr. goes before AJ Brown. Now, this is a perfect scenario for me for this pick. So I'm gonna take AJ Brown here without even thinking about it too much. And on the turn, I would like Travis Etienne here, would be good. No, I don't want any part of Chris Olave with Derek Carr. Not sure how that situation is gonna go. Etienne is gone. Now, I'm looking here and I'm like, I don't want Debo Samuel. I don't want Cooper Kupp. Mike Evans is gone. Travis Kelce might be a good option, but there are other tight ends that could be better value at that position. Nico Collins just went. Chris Olave, no. Cooper Kupp, no. Sam Laporta. This is a real quick draft, and I actually like it. DK Metcalf, no. At this point, I gotta take the best value on the board for me, and I'm just gonna go with Travis Kelce. I could do better there, but it's a safe pick in terms of getting. I've locked up a wide receiver one and AJ Brown, a wide receiver running back one in Breece Hall, and a tight end one in Travis Kelce. Now I want to pick the best players available at any point in my draft. I also want a quarterback. Jalen Hurts is going to be good, but I don't think it's worth reaching here. So I want really productive players around here. Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman, Lamar Jackson. I love Amari Cooper. Not sure it's what the pick out here. Trey McBride is great. I want Kyler Murray this season. This is an interesting position to actually be in. Let's see what for Sam Laporta will be great. Do I pick Josh Allen? Probably a quarterback one. There's so many good options. I like around Anthony Richardson and Lamar. I like those options around there. Not gonna reach. So I'm looking for the best. Olave is falling. That is interesting. Joe Mixon, Malik Neighbors, Trey McBride, Stephon Diggs is out here, down here. Falling, Judge Pickens, Terry McLaurin. With Jaden Daniels over there. Deontay Johnson in Carolina. Okay, so we're going to recap a few of the picks. Team McCaffrey first, around 10. You have 9. Jonathan Taylor. Saquon Barkley went 8. Justin Jefferson went 13. Cooper Kupp went 28. Nico Collins went 23. And Drake London 21st. So that's interesting. Nakua went before Cooper Kupp here. I want Sam Laporta. I already have a tight end one, so might not actually go for that. Might be looking at who's the next best running back. This Kenneth Walker, James Cook, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. So I'm gonna go all offense here. I think this is where I have to take Malik Neighbors. It's pretty good. I like the upside for him here. I don't want Brandon Ayuk because of the situation. Devonta Smith, the wide receiver too. Mari Cooper, pretty good, but I'm not sure of Deshaun. I'm going to take the occupying rookie here. Malik Neighbors going for Rookie of the Year, basically, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to have a good chance to get that. Giants have nothing on offense, so he can get at least about close to 10 targets again. That could give him close to about 80 yards a game with maybe 7 touchdowns over the course of the season. Electrifying player, so we'll see how that goes. There's Amari Cooper here for me. Rashad White, I don't think he's going to have Fulham. I like James Cook here. I like Anthony Richardson here. I like Kyler Murray here as well. Among the quarterbacks, I'm going to try to get myself a quarterback here. So I want to get Anthony Richardson or Kyler Murray in my next pick. So we should be able to get one of those two players. I really liked Anthony Richardson last year, but this year, I think Kyler Murray is in a better position. He's going to struggle throwing the ball. Coming back from that injury for Anthony Richardson. He's a big quarterback, but Kyler Murray is just electrifying and would compete. And, very good with his legs as well. So I'm going to get Kyler Murray here ahead of Anthony Richardson. That was really the thought process there was between both of them. Who do you take? Now for my next pick, 56th pick of the draft in the 5th round in a 10-team PPR league. Here, there's some value players. I like Deontay Johnson this year, so I'm just going to go adding the players I really like and try to circle back. Keenan Allen, I think he's been underrated as well. Jaden Daniels, probably not going to get him, but I'm going to put that in there. Evan Ingram. So closer to where I'm going to pick, I want Terry McLaurin is gone. That would have been the player I wanted there. I don't really want Alvin Kamara. He's in a good position. I'm going to put him here. The value in the 5th round is really good. It's not like you're getting him for top 2 rounds. It's a player that usually goes in the top 2 rounds. Might still get a lot of volume in the passing game with Derek Carr loving to dump the ball down to the running back. So I'll be looking at that for Alvin Kamara. George Pickens is still down here. Aaron Jones in Minnesota with Sam Donald. A lot of dumb downs as well in the passing game that could be really valuable. There's Raheem Mostert in Miami as well. Dalton Kincaid, I think, is going to be great. I can put that in my flex position, so you get the best player you want. Even though it's a tight end, if they're really productive, it's better than a receiver that's not as productive as well. So let's see here. If we go down, don't want Kyle Pitts. Christian Kirk, I think, is going to be a good player in fantasy and the slot for Jacksonville. Then, so it's my Anthony Richardson still fell all the way here to me. Alvin Kamara is gone, so that sucks. There's Aaron Jones, Deontay Johnson, Dalton Kincaid. I think Johnson is going to get a lot of targets, just the way Adam Thielen did last year. Kincaid is here, Aaron Jones is here. Just think I have a bigger need for wide receiver here. I want Deontay Johnson. I might have reached a little bit, but that's absolutely the player I want in that position. Anthony Richardson is falling. In a real league draft, that's not a mock draft, I would take Anthony Richardson as my backup quarterback and look to trade him if he's playing really well, because I think the value here is just incredible and he's just basically falling. I love Tank Dell here. I don't really like the quarterback, but I really think Zay Flowers, Tank Dell is gone. Has a very good chance to be really good. So I want to. Running backs are basically becoming really thin. I like James Conner here. Zamir White will be good, but the offense is going to be horrible, so I don't want any part of that. No, it's going to be interesting to see how a lot of this play out. The running back positions is becoming really thin. New England is going to have a bad offense, so I really don't want their running back. James Conner is gone, guys. So you have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. That's no offense with Arthur Smith as the offensive coordinator. They are going to be doing a lot of dumping the ball down and running the ball. So where does that leave me in terms? I got Zay Flowers. Just I gotta take Najee here. My RB2, and then there's Keenan Allen, Christian Kirk. I want one of those two guys. In terms of running backs, value, I think Tony Pollard will be competing. Maybe a second back has value against IJ Spears. Zach Moss and Chase Brown in Cincinnati. That would be interesting. I think Zach Moss is really good, but Chase Brown is the real value in this Cincinnati backfield and could really get a lot of the job or a lot of the workload for Cincinnati this season. Now you're looking for Zamir White is starting running back. That's a good pick. Basically, Javonte, I don't want. I like Brian Robinson. Runs really hard. Doesn't have much of a pass game, but at this point, you probably want some Devin Singletary. The Giants backfield. I don't want much to do with Giants backfield, but we'll see. Richardson is finally going to the 70th pick now. That's incredible value. Getting Richardson in the 7th round with the 70th pick. That's an amazing pick on there. Jordan Love going here, 71st pick. Jaden Daniels is still down here. Somebody is going to get a good value for that. As a quarterback, I want Keenan Allen, but it does seem that might be tough to pull off. Might need to have somebody waiting that I actually want on my team. Austin Eckler, top fantasy guy, just in a poor situation right now in Washington. See how that works out. Not really trying to get into that, but I want to get one of Keenan Allen or Christian Kirk. That's really my goal and target, and locked into that right now. Somebody's getting the defense for San Francisco. Good luck to them. That should be interesting. So just watching here, if I just go pretty much and just take a look at the teams right now, there's the team for rushing there is Lamar Jackson at quarterback, Drake London, Devonta Smith, has Christian McCaffrey and Travis Etienne. I like those two running backs. Tank Dell, James Conner. The receiver room is kind of thin. Pretty decent team. So we'll go back to the draft. Seems I get one of Keenan Allen and Christian Kirk. I'm going to take Keenan Allen. I just think veteran presence helping Caleb Williams get used to the game. There's a lot of value in there. So it's going to be my first bench player. Now I'm looking for real depth on my team. If Jaden Daniels falls in here, I'm taking Jaden Daniels as my quarterback 2. If not, I'm trying to get a running back, either Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, or Devin Singletary at this point. Christian Kirk is still available. That's a player I'll try to get if for any reason he falls to the 81st pick, 9th round for me in this draft. So right now, Christian Kirk is gone. So I still got Jaden Daniels, Tony Pollard, Devin Singletary, and Brian Robinson for players that I would want in this round. So just getting ready for the next round is Caleb Williams, Cortland Sutton. Jaden Daniels is still here. I like that. Devin Singletary is gone, and the Dallas defense is gone. So this is where I take Jaden Daniels quarterback, and I really love that pick. I think that's a terrific pick for me. AJ Brown. I love my team. Wide receiver 1, AJ Brown, Malik Neighbors, that's explosive. Kyler Murray, explosive. Breece Hall. I love that. My running back 2, Najee Harris. I don't love that. Tight end 1, Travis Kelce. Excellent. My flex position, either Keenan Allen or Deontay Johnson. Depending on volume, excellent. Backup quarterback, this is playing out fantastic for how I would love my team to actually go. Brian Robinson is gone. On to the next pick. Can I get Jalen Warren? I don't want 2 players from the Christian Watson. Maybe this is the season he shows his speed. He just blows teams up with his speed for Green Bay. David Njoku, Hollywood Brown, Jordan Addison, I think DeAndre Hopkins has some value if you get him really late. Is worth taking a shot. Uh, Joshua Palmer for Justin Herbert. He has to throw the ball to somebody, right? In the Chargers team, so that could be a good flyer to actually take on there. Gabe Davis in Jacksonville. If they really want to stretch the field, he can help stretch the field with Brian Thomas Jr. Is Brian Thomas still available? That might be the guy I take a flyer on as well. Here, I want Jackson Smith and Jigba. Might be loaded, but I want young players with a high upside that can basically be like, this is my season in the NFL. Brian Thomas Jr. is gone. Before my pick on this next, New York Jets defense is gone. I don't really care much about defenses. I got Chase Brown, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Jake Ferguson is out there. Probably not the player I'm looking for. This DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett down here, Romeo Dobbs. Here, I'm going to take Jackson Smith and Jigba to basically just stretch the field for Geno Smith and get that Seattle offense really going. I think he's going to be the third receiver. They would have to play, in my opinion, 3 receiver sets. Tyler Lockett in the slot. It's going to be an interesting offense, and he might just be the best, youngest, and fastest one on the team on there. I know DK Metcalf is a star, but he might be the one really stretching the field for the Seattle Seahawks. For the next pick, Taylor Hopkins could come in here from Jamison Williams for Detroit. I want players like that that people are ignoring and would just light it up. Let's see. I'm looking for the exciting players that has a good role. Michael Wilson, an Arizona wide receiver. That might be a great role. He might also have a great role and might be very productive. So I like that flyer there as well. Like Chase Brown, Hollywood Brown, no. Austin Eckler, no. Lad McConkey could have a good role as well. So let me see. I see this Chase Brown here. Here I'm gonna go with Jamison Williams. One of those players that could just light it up. This is where you go get yourself some value. Hopkins, Brock Bowers. I know he's dealing with some injury, but just basically with a mindset looking for that value with young players. Luke Musgrave as well. And for the defense and kickers, I love young Ho. Evan McPherson is pretty good as well. So just looking for kickers that, are short kickers to make their kicks. For defenses, I think this is interesting. Minnesota, Chicago probably could have a really good defense. McRyan's with Houston has a good chance, and New Orleans always has a good defense with Dennis Allen, even though the team in general sucks. Mm. 6 picks till it gets to me. Just gonna do a quick review here. See where some interesting players went. Just gonna let's see. Just gonna go 36 pick Mahomes, 35 Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Mahomes went back to back to back. So with Allen 1, Hurts 2, Mahomes 3. And then Lamar Jackson went 40th pick. And you got Kyler went 44, which was my pick. And then you got Mark Andrews going 52nd. That's really good value for Mark Andrews on there. So getting back to my pick is next. I got DeAndre Hopkins. but I want to take a little balance here. I want a running back or a tight end. So tight ends, Luke Musgrave, one Yorn, promising. Tight is Dallas Goddard, or a running back, Jonathan Brooks. I'll get a tight end here. I would say this Crafts taking places here. I would go with Dallas Goddard as a third. Well, they picked DeAndre Hopkins. For me, I'm fine with that. That's why we have the queues going. Next pick. It's pretty soon. Got too many receivers, so now I want running back, tight end. I got just one tight end on this team. I got no bench for my running back, so I actually absolutely need to take a running back. It could be an insurance running back for one of my running backs, or just get a J.K. Dobbins. Is he healthy? That's a great option. Bucky Ivan from Tampa Bay. But here, it's either Gus Edwards or I'm not taking Ezekiel Elliott. Rico Dowdle, no. Chuba Hubbard. Khalil is pretty good. Or J.K. Dobbins. I think Gus Edwards gets the real workload here on the Chargers team, and I'll take that as my backup. My bye weeks, I have 3 players in the bye. Jamison Williams, DeAndre Hopkins, Gus Edwards in week 5, and AJ Brown. Good thing it's a mock draft. If not, week 5 would suck. So now I'm just gonna get a kicker and a defense. Get a defense first, then get a kicker. My final pick. So how does my team look? I'm gonna go look for my team here. So quarterback Kyler Murray, and this was in round. I think my first round pick was Brees Hall, number 4 overall. Second round pick AJ Brown. Third round pick Malik Neighbors. Fourth round pick Travis Kelce. Third round pick Malik Neighbors. Fourth round pick Kyler Murray. Fifth round pick Deontay Johnson. Seventh round pick Najee Harris. Eighth round pick Keenan Allen. 9. 10 was Jaden Daniels. Well, as at that 10 pick, I got a lot of players I wanted, and then for high upside, I got Jamison Williams. Now I got a pick, and I'm gonna go defense first. Buffalo, Miami, Philadelphia, Minnesota. No, that leaves me. I'm gonna take Chicago defense with Matt Eberflus. Just rounding out my team: Jackson Smith in Jigba, Jamison Williams, Andrew Hopkins, Gus Edwards. 3 young players, or 2 young players I like the upside: JSN, Jamison Williams, and then got the veterans, DeAndre Hopkins, Gus Edwards. On their team is basically rounded up. We just need a kicker to round this up. In 3 picks, I'm gonna hopefully get Young Ho Koo, and with that, we're gonna call it draft. And I think I like the team here, but can't wait. The NFL starts very soon. As of today, the recording for this was done on Wednesday, August 28th, right, for this mock draft. Hoping to get the live drafts done soon, maybe 1 or 2 more mock drafts before that. Get prepared for the season, get the info, all that going, and get ready to go. Young Ho Koo has been taken, so that leaves me with Evan McPherson, and the draft is done basically. And I'm just gonna recap: at quarterback Kyler Murray, wide receiver 1 AJ Brown, wide receiver 2 Malik Neighbors, running back 1 Brees Hall, running back 2 Najee Harris, tight end 1 Travis Kelce, flex Deontay Johnson, bench Keenan Allen, Jaden Daniels, Jackson Smith in Jigba, Jamison Williams, DeAndre Hopkins, Gus Edwards, and at kicker Evan McPherson. And Chicago defense is my defense. And that basically would wrap up the draft here. And for everyone watching, it's going to be a fantastic season. There's going to be football content. There's going to be American football content. It's going to be basketball content, NBA content, and there's going to be soccer content all season long. I'm going to be getting friends over and we're gonna have series going on the network. This is City Dice Sports, getting ready for an interesting season. Can't wait. Don't forget, comment, like, give me your thoughts, what you think about the sports season. Check in, follow the social media pages as well. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Very important. Like as well, I do appreciate that. And there's going to be content here, just a mock draft, just to get things going. And to anyone watching, I appreciate you. Thanks. Peace.